Well, hey there, it's Jennie Wolek with Keller Williams Realty in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm super excited to chat with one of our most trusted lender partners here in Tulsa, Chris Padley with Gateway Mortgage. Chris, we've worked together so many times, and you've been such a benefit to our buying clients over the years. And, it's this time of year where it's just a great moment to reflect and reset and see where we are with this whole mortgage industry and this, spring and summer markets are upon us. Let's go buy some houses. What kind of conversations are you having with people right now?
Hey, Jenny, thank you for having me. It's always great getting to talk to you. So, a lot of the conversations are right now that everybody's just kind of accepted that rates are where they are, seven, give or take a little bit, depending on the exact situation. And we've been here for so long now, people are no longer putting off their plans to buy the next house, whether they're, first-time home buyers, upsizing or downsizing. People are like, well, you know what, it is what it is. And these home prices aren't going to go any lower. I think maybe a year or so ago, people were kind of like maybe crossing their fingers that there would be some sort of home valuation crash, which we haven't seen, and I don't believe we're going to. So they're like, okay, well, if we wait until rates really do drop and all of these extra buyers come in off the sidelines, it's only going to make this house more expensive. So we're having a lot of conversations where people are just like, let's just go ahead and buy right now, and maybe we'll just refinance in a year and a half, and take care of it then.
Well, this is true from all your years of experience as well as do we, is we could never make somebody buy a house, right? Like it's our job to consult and guide and offer solutions or options for our clients when it comes to them needing to make a move. And so I know you really take time on the front end with your clients. How does that process typically look when someone comes to you and they say, we want to buy a house, we don't even know where to start?
Yeah, every single client gets the same consultation up front, and we do it multiple times just to make sure that we're hitting their goals. And it's really just as simple as going over their overall financial health as far as income, assets, and debts, and seeing what their goals are as far as what they want to hit for their mortgage payment, what they're comfortable with, even if it's short term. People are going to be comfortable with a higher payment right now, knowing that it could be lower at some point in the future with a potential refinance. Also looking at their available cash and seeing what's the best use of that money. Some people want to go in with this large down payment, but maybe there's some debts there that could be better served. Maybe we do a little bit smaller down payment and get rid of some of that debt, since we have this opportunity. There's a lot of questions, and I really try to go in depth with every single client, as far as not just like, you want pre-qualified for a $300,000 house. Okay, great, here you go. That's not the conversation at all. We're looking at the whole financial health picture and having those discussions.
Well, you're a true consultant and you actually care. You're not going to encourage someone to buy a home if it's not in the financial best interest of their family.
Right.
Would you say that's true? And I know just from a change up in our industry, there have been new things that we're going to get to figure out and navigate in the near future. And, I'm very excited that it will force all realtors to be professionals and to share their value proposition and how they're going to truly help our clients through the process. And, so what are you seeing when it comes to maybe some new changes in our industry about things like how we may get compensated for our services?
You know, that conversation, as far as clients asking me questions, that really hasn't even come up yet.
Yeah.
Not on my side of the transaction. Now, obviously, the conversations I'm having with the realtors I know in the market, it's a little bit of preparation, maybe a little bit of an anxiety about what this is all going to mean. But the mortgage industry went through this in 2010, 2011, when Dodd-Frank came out, Safe Act, and we got a bunch of new rules regulating us. And you know what? We're still here and we're doing great. And it's the fear leading up to change is always more than the reality of it. And I do agree with you, though, that I think this is going to be a good thing overall for the market because it's going to force some realtors out there to more button up their process a little bit more and really show their value.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, another reason we enjoy working with you is because you are here local. You live in the Tulsa area. Golf. You have a family. You participate in all the things. You like to cook. That's for sure. And so, what is so special about having not just you local, but also Gateway? I mean, I feel like that's part of your value proposition as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that I'm here right in the Gateway headquarters. We are licensed in 42 states, which I can do loans in any of those too. If I've got clients that are maybe from here, but now they're being transferred to another area, that's awesome. One thing that's come up here recently with all these storms, and one of the things I love about being here locally is if my clients have storm damage, one thing that doesn't get brought up a lot is when they get an insurance check, it's not just made out to them, it's made out to them and us. And so you have to get that signed. Well, if you don't have a local lender right here in town, you have to mail it to your lender, wait for it to go through that process. It could take a couple, 3 weeks to get that back. And before you can even pay your contractor to get work started. Well, here, you can just walk right into my office and we can get you taken care of. So the speed of getting those insurance checks signed is another kind of side benefit of working with somebody here locally.
I didn't even know that was something you offered or that happened. And unfortunately, in Oklahoma, we do have these storms that do a little bit of damage to our roofs and things.
All the
Well,
time.
Chris, let's just prep everyone. What do they need to know for this time of year? We're halfway through 2024 almost. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? I know you're always in tune with the latest and greatest of trends and all that. What do we need to know going into this exciting home buying season?
Yeah, absolutely. For right now, so the CPI data just came out this morning, Consumer Price Index, and it was actually in line and maybe just a fraction lower than what the street was estimating, which is actually good for us, which means we're not going to see rates, at least in the short term, going up anymore on us. Now, there's always new data coming out, so we just kind of have to keep our fingers crossed for what comes in the next 2, 3 months. But the economists out there are basically saying that September is probably when the Fed's going to start lowering rates. So the next few months, it's business as usual. Busy buying season. Rates aren't going to be as volatile as they were last year, so that's always a good thing. And then come towards the end of this year, and then going through next year, we should see mortgage rates start to decline a little bit. Nobody knows the pace of how that's going to happen. So for right now, it's business as usual, and I love the fact that we're in a little bit less volatile market where rates aren't swinging by a quarter, 0.5% day to day. It's very stable, and there's some pretty good rates out there right now.
Well, I know we're excited to help clients who may need some assistance, and you are as well. So, what's the best way that people can find you?
Easiest way is just to go to chrispadley.com. All of my information is right there. And so you can fill out an application, and contact me directly with my cell phone or email, and I'm always here to help.
You sure are. We appreciate you, Chris.
Well, thank you, Jenny.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. See ya.
All right.